Hey there! It's that time of year again. No, not the holidays, it's wedding season. There's so much advice out there for the perfect wedding that we thought we would weigh in and give you the Bestie Dos and Don'ts list when it comes to your big day. We hope that you'll say yes and subscribe to Bestie. Help support our channel by watching this video until the end. Full disclosure, you should totally do what you want because it's your big day. These are just our recommendations, which are intended to be taken with a grain of salt. Don't do it all yourself. Repeat after me. You are not superhuman, and no one expects you to be. Weddings take a lot of work to plan, pay for, and execute, especially if you're planning a big party. Wedding planners can be expensive, and most of us don't have the budget for that, so we wind up doing it ourselves. This is a great way to save money, but it can be a big stressor. You want this day to be something you can look back on with fond memories. You don't want to be remembering all the endless nights of planning. Do ask for help when you need it. Especially if you have a wedding party. These are the people who are the closest to you, and they will be more willing to help you out if you ask. Most people don't want to overstep when it comes to wedding planning, so don't be afraid to reach out if you need a little help with something. To be clear, reaching out for help and delegating are two different things. You don't want to force people into something they don't want to do, so make sure that the tasks you are assigning to your friends and family are manageable. A great thing to get your best man or maid of honor to plan is the bachelorette or bachelor parties if you're having one. That's one less thing on your plate. Some other things would be in the DIY department, which brings us to our next thing. Don't go DIY bananas. Doing things yourself is a great way to save a lot of money. Yes, you're talented. You might be the most crafty person on the block. However, it's not about your level of craftsmanship, it's about the amount of time this kind of stuff takes. You have to keep in mind all the projects you want to do as well. Homemade party favors for 300 people? That's gonna take a while. Decorated mason jars filled with little bits of baby's breath? Again, these types of things, while truly are beautiful and made from the heart, all take a lot of time to make. Just keep that in mind when adding your personal touches. Speaking of which, do add your own personal flair. While you should limit the amount of do-it-yourself type projects, you should definitely make sure that the style of your wedding reflects who you and your partner are, and no one else. If you want to have French fries at your wedding, then go for it. If you want to have a pink wedding dress, then we say do it. Honestly, this day is all about the two of you celebrating your love. So shouldn't it reflect what your love means to the world? This is why small DIY projects are great, because it's a wonderful way to inject a bit of your personality into the day. If someone doesn't agree with your decorating choices or color scheme, just remember, they'll get over it. Oh, and while we're on the topic of doing what you want to do, don't invite anyone you don't want at the wedding. This goes along with the attitude of our last point, and it's a big one we feel like we really need to mention. This can also get tricky because of family dynamics. Who doesn't have a family that can be difficult at times? Keep in mind, this is your day, and if you know that certain family members will make you feel anxious or have the potential to ruin your big day, then the answer is simple: don't invite them. You don't have to let toxic people into your life just because they're family. We have another video called How to Deal with Negative People and Toxic Family Members that you should watch if you're feeling nervous about this topic. You want this day to be filled to the brim with love, and you want to share this very special event with those people that deserve to be there. On the subject of attendance, do have your wedding as big or small as you want. Unfortunately, there's no recipe for the perfect wedding. Everyone is different, and we all like different things. That's part of the reason why weddings are so fun. You get a glimpse into the world of your closest friends and are surrounded by the common fact that everyone loves and supports these people. One thing your wedding should never be is a popularity contest. Not only will it be more expensive the more people you invite, but if you invite everyone you know and their dog, it won't seem as special. You want this day to be about your partner and those who you truly care about. This is a day you're probably going to remember for the rest of your life. When looking back at the photos, you want to think happy thoughts, not, oh boy, why did we invite that person? A good rule of thumb when it comes to inviting friends, if you haven't hung out with them in the last year, they will probably understand if they don't receive an invite. Other things to keep in mind for this are your budget, the venue, and what kind of wedding day you want to have. That should help when it comes to choosing who to invite. On to another hard decision. Don't have a big night of drinking the night before the wedding. Okay, this one might be harder said than done, especially if you've gotten the whole wedding party together for a rehearsal the day before. It's a celebration, and who doesn't want to fit in as much fun as possible while you're all together? However, future you will thank you if you go easy on the bubbly the night before the big day. You know, the day where 1,000,001 photos will be taken of you and your partner. You know what ruins pictures? Being tired and hungover. Alcohol disrupts our normal sleep cycle, and you won't get the restful beauty sleep you need before your big day. We're not saying you can't partake in the fun, just save some of the party for the big day. Do have friends and family around the eve before. Ever hear of cold feet? Hopefully you're not having second thoughts, but it's completely normal to feel weirded out or extremely nervous the night before you say I do. In fact, you'll probably experience a moment or two of feeling this way. That's why it's a great idea to have some close friends or family around you the night before the big celebration. A wedding has many moving parts, and yes, it's likely one or two of these things will probably go awry. But you don't want to stay up all night thinking about these things and stressing out for no reason. Having a few close pals or your family around the night before you tie the knot can be a real game changer. They will put your worried mind at ease, especially if they've got some sage advice to offer too. This is why our point about inviting only those people you really love to the wedding is so important. It'll be one less thing you have to stress about the night before. On the topic of stress, we head to our next point. Don't sweat the small stuff on your big day. Life is full of unexpected surprises, and there's no way to omit your wedding day from this trend. Some things will probably go wrong. Hopefully it's only little things that can be easily fixed or that you can do without. When Murphy's Law steps in and causes chaos, you want to stay cool as a cucumber. Besides, by the time the actual wedding day rolls around, there's probably very little that can be done about the cake being the wrong flavor, or the fact that your flower girl has the flu. If you're having an outdoor wedding, you always want to have a contingency plan in place. Other than that, you'll just have to go with the flow and enjoy all the things that go right on your special day. Do have a day you'll never forget. We wish you nothing but joy and happiness on your big day. You've worked so hard to put this party together, so now it's time to do just that. Party! Try not to concern yourself with too many details on the day of the wedding. You should free yourself of most, if not all, of the responsibilities. This is where your closest friends and wedding party can step in to help. They can communicate with the venue staff on when to bring out the cake, or when to set up a homemade photo booth. Most of these decisions should already be made, and executing them on the day of should be as simple as a yes or no, which any one of your friends or family can handle. Your job is to be showered with love and have the best wedding day possible. Are you getting married soon? Are you already married and had the best wedding ever? Why not let us know in the comments section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait, what kind of bestie are we if we don't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.